You can see a beautiful silvery cottonwood tree behind me. Its limbs kind of reach up to the sky. Think of it as this energy behind me. It's like something less tangible, less physical, less visible, that is in the background, shape, form, almost grid that my specific life form, as the life force comes through me, it filters through that and then expresses into the world. So I call that the spine of your life. In theater, oftentimes when somebody's analyzing a play or a character, they want to discover what is this driving force throughout the whole play, the drama. And in a way, your life is a story and a drama. And then you want to know what that driving force is for each character, and how they all kind of come together into that spine of the play. So by knowing those things, all the characters become aligned with that to serve that vision. So in a way, this spine of you is a kind of vision of your expression in the world. And just as every tree, this is a cottonwood Fremont, and even though they will usually always sort of have generally the same form, this particular type, no two are alike. And you can see it's perfect now because in its spine likeness, there aren't any leaves on it. But just imagine as it fills up with leaves, these wonderful cottonwood leaves, and the leaves blow in the wind and have their own unique song, in a sense. So it's as if this spine that you are, like a walking stick too, it's like a flute. And as the life force comes through, there's a music that comes in that's you. Something unique to you, that's your gift to the world. You can hear the airplane off in the distance, you might hear the dogs bark. Maybe that pilot, maybe flying was, and being up in the air, I just mentioned the dogs, there they are, is part of their spine. And I'm sitting in a spot now where the sun's actually on this side of me, so it leaves this side in the shade. But perhaps in a way that's perfect. Perhaps there are subtler levels of this spine, deeper levels that aren't as visible. And another way to imagine it is as if through this spine, it's like feathers, okay? All these feathers, they have a different shape and quality and color. So it's another way to give expression to how this life force comes through your uniqueness and expresses into the world. Just as Hanta has a very unique bark that you can hear right now. It's very different than Beauty's or Chasta's. And it's unique to him. Each one of us has that uniqueness. And it can be expressed. I oftentimes have people find a piece of wood that they like. You can see all these, they have an energy about them, just like the tree behind me has an energy about it. And just like people have a very unique, specific presence or energy that in its unobstructed expression is a gift to the world. And it is, in a sense, your music. So this flute has a particular shape and tone. Just through the size and the shape and the length, it's very different than this one. So just in playing the same position with my hands, it's a different sound. And this one, and you can see on this one I have a bear. There's a bird. This could be like a sparrow and an eagle. Cobwebs. The Spider Woman has been around. Now this flute, you have to play very delicately. This flute is delicate, so if you blow too hard, it goes too high. So the wind must move through it gently. That's one tone. Imagine that somehow or another, as this uniqueness comes into us, that it is like one or two or three of these tones that could be like colors. Okay? The violet, the red, you can see I have violet and red on today. And these colors are again another expression of a vibration that comes through in a unique blend. You can see the blend of colors in this as they come through. So this is kind of a perfect embodiment of a stick and the colors. And you can see there's actually a snake dinosaur like head coming out. So there's fire, there's the earth. So maybe that expresses certain things about them. And so these different animals, power animals, are perhaps in a way to express this sort of background, spine of your life uniqueness. And there may be a group of them that in their specific coming together, like colors coming together, you here on this planet. Now, a lot of the medicine of one is about going to that place inside of you that when you live at the center of the circle, you're connected to everything and you surrender that uniqueness. But you are here on the planet. Life expresses itself through you. And all your unintegrated experience and pain throughout your soul's history, it's as if it begins to block up these holes, which are almost like the energy centers in the body. And as it blocks them up, you live out of harmony, you feel out of harmony, and you're not allowed to bring this harmony of your gift into the world. So it's as if by bringing into the circle what you've pushed out, being compassion and love that creates freedom, it's as if it gently and easily clears the way of these holes so that the note is freed. The note, the notes, the colors, the plumage of you, your expression, your uniqueness, this thrust that is like a blueprint that even your physical body comes through into the world. So in this clearing the way so that the expression of your unique music as it comes through the spine of your life this one wants to slide. This is normally not sitting on here. Come on in, Hanta. So this has a deep tone. Even if I played the same notes, that deep tone, in a sense, is the uniqueness. Even though you could play the same song on each one of these. Just like the dogs, even though one could bark exactly the same, they're not going to sound the same. So the same notes and rhythm, but a different spine. Brings a different feeling, a different gift into the world. So in this medicine of one path journey to the center, which is compassion for all that you are and others, and this clearing the way so that you can sit in the quiet of who you are. There's the dove. It doesn't mean that you can't enjoy, that you can't allow life to express itself. You can be expressive, your creative genius can come through. You get to enjoy it. Just let it be through you, not by you. You have to stay out of the way. If you start to control, manipulate in order to get a certain kind of attention, then you begin to block that spine. You begin to get in the way. So everybody comes here with a uniqueness. And you don't have to have some type of great obvious job where you're it's very clear that you're benefiting all of humanity. You don't have to be a Gandhi or a Nelson Mandela or a Chief Joseph or anybody that we look up to and admire, because I don't care what you are. If you work in a bank, if you work in a store behind the counter, if you stock things, if you're a gas station attendant, maybe you're just a wife, you raise the children. No matter what it is, this is still there. And in an unobstructed form, your unique gift can come into the world. Maybe you listen well. Maybe listening is part of your uniqueness. Or maybe inspiring and being a fire that inspires. These qualities, even if you were a housewife, they inspire your children to be all that they are through their spine. As a listener, your compassionate space for those children. But maybe it expresses itself too as a therapist. Maybe you actually are a musician. And part of your expression, unique, is to bring harmony, is to create a feeling of peace for those who listen to you. Or maybe you're a writer and you're intent in writing, and maybe you're sharing your own story. But maybe what you want to empower people. But you have to be the demonstration of it. The key to this spine is that it sits in the center of the circle of who you are, comes into the world. But its way of coming into the world is in you being it. So if you wish to give harmony, you must be harmony. If you wish to give peace, you must be peace. Thank you, Hanta. He agrees with me. And there is light and dark, but they come together, just as these colors come together, to create a oneness, a flow. So your spine, in a way, is a form within the flow. And when you are the true flow of your unique expression, you enter the flow. You enter the greater spine of the earth and beyond. My neighbor's calling her cat. Actually, it used to be my cat. Well, he got tired of dealing with the dogs, so that wasn't his unique expression, to hang out with dogs. So just live the path of this compassion for yourself, to clear the way, to effortlessly allow your gift to come into the world and your uniqueness, because everyone has it. Everyone. And fly. And be free. Be it.